What's up, CLO gamers? Hopefully you had a great week getting this year started off right. Today's video is all about gaming elements that make games better. The first category is the puzzle element, and I wanted to use games to represent each category. We're starting off with The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap for Game Boy Advance. In this game, there are several puzzles that you have to solve to advance throughout the levels. There are certain traps that you have to watch for and certain items and things you have to collect to progress through the game. This is a great game with great puzzle elements. You should check it out. The next category that makes game better is story elements and music. One of the best games that I can think of that adds an element of story and great music is Dragon Quest VIII. Nintendo made a remake of this game, but I would recommend for the most authentic sound to go for the PlayStation 2 version. This game heavily relies on a great cinematic soundtrack and heavy storylines. Basically, Domagus ends up transforming entire cities and towns, and you're on a quest to restore the evil magic that he placed on each town. As you progress through the game, you're able to travel through various worlds using boats and also an airbird that allows you to travel from place to place. This turn-based RPG is filled with numerous weapons, special abilities, and even the ability to create your own items and weapons through the alchemy pot. But overall, this is the best example for music and story. The next category that makes games better are upgrades and transformations. A great game that represents this category is Mega Man. As we know, Mega Man has the Buster weapon, but when he defeats bosses, he's able to take their abilities and use them to his own advantage. This is the foundation of this game structure.
Mega Man 8!
Having the ability to upgrade your weapons gives you different abilities and also abilities to give the games more depth. And I believe Mega Man games actually hit this nail on the head. Another Capcom exclusive that does this well is the Onimusha Series for the PlayStation 2.
Of hell.
In this game, you can also upgrade and transform your armor and weapons. In this game, there's a main hero protagonist samurai who can absorb the souls of their dead enemies to add them to their tank. And then you can spend these almost like a currency to upgrade your weapons, armor, or your transformation and ability elements. Definitely check out this game if you get a chance. Another game that showcases transformations well is Guardian Legend for the NES. Guardian Legend, the main character traverses through different planets, but instead of boarding a spaceship, she can actually transform into one. This game showcases futuristic styling, almost in a sci-fi element, but with the gameplay of a Legend of Zelda. Also, your abilities to upgrade your weapons, armor, and much more. But this is definitely a great game to check out for the NES. The next category I like to talk about are side quests and missions. One game that does this well is Dragon Age Inquisition. In this game, you are able to hunt for artifacts, also materials, and mine for materials in order to go into the crafting element where you can add these items to weapons, armor, and emblems to give you different abilities. In this game, you'll be fighting different types of enemies, so those side quests and missions will allow you to upgrade those weapons. So definitely check this out if you haven't played it. Next game up that does side missions well, it needs no introduction. Grand Theft Auto 5 has a myriad of side quests that add a great element to the game. We all know in this title there are many side quests, missions, and activities that you can partake into. If you need action, you can do the Rampage side missions that Trevor has, or let Franklin work as a tow truck driver or a photographer. Depending on what vehicle you pick up, you can also do missions based on those particular vehicles, such as ambulance, taxi cab, and more. One thing I realize is some of the activities you can do, such as dartboards or the gun range, can seem pretty tedious, but there are other elements in Grand Theft Auto that you can do, like jumps. They also have a mission where you can break signs to help a real estate agent, also where you can find actual spaceship parts. So overall, this is a great game that has a lot of side quests and gameplay that actually add to the element of the game. And I'm curious to know, what have you guys found out about GTA 6? Are they going to go even deeper on the side quests and missions? I heard that the theme is going to be taking place into Texas. So another game that does side quests well is the Tomb Raider series games.
I thought I knew why I came here. I saw it, the end. It was so vivid. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
In this game, side quests includes finding different artifacts and locations and hidden tombs, also to upgrade your weapons, and also a hunting element to the game. This side quest addition helps to fill the game out to give it more of an Oregon Trail feel, to where you have to hunt for your food. Side quests includes dealing with the pillagers, finding Takaya's dice, retrieve the king's horn, freeing rebels, saving Hakan, and so much more. This game is packed with side missions and enough to keep you busy. Guys, if you haven't played Tomb Raider, it is a great action title, packed with a lot of gameplay and a lot of gameplay hours. Also, it's pretty cool how you can actually observe the artifacts and actually look around and find other things that'll add to your experience points. But guys, definitely this category was an interesting one. Side quests and missions actually adds to a game, in my opinion. What do you guys think? I definitely couldn't leave this next category out, epic bosses. When I say epic bosses, the first boss that comes to my mind is Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. This guy is stalking you, coming at you full force, and you got to look over your shoulders.
Jill! Brad! We've gotta... Jill! Help! No!
One thing that's important about bosses is that you have a great sense of achievement once you beat that boss. The Resident Evil franchise has this element down packed.
About her later.
This is Hattrick. Do you read?
Extraction is not possible at this time. I'll execute a holding pattern. Hattrick out.
In Resident Evil Revelations, you have to fight a giant parasite. Even before then, you're going to be fighting super powerful bosses, also big mini bosses. And it's just it. The Resident Evil franchise is heavily dependent on suspense, so they would have to have epic bosses that you will always remember. But guys, these are my elements of what makes games better. And if I didn't include an element or a topic that you think makes games better, leave it in the comment section below. Also, if you like videos like this, definitely share them out and check out my video on food franchises and video games right here. And also check out my game playlist here. All right, CLO gamers, check you on the next video and hopefully you have a great weekend.